Can never tell when it's on. It's on now. Oh, we're live.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah, you're face down in the beginning of this.
it's eye-catching.
Oh,
Good face.
oh!
Thanks, you didn't do hottie tot. No,
Hotty toddy. That's my call-in, man. Hotty toddy. God almighty. This is a Sweat Equity podcast. I'm going to keep a little music in the background while we do the intro.
Okay.
Feels more professional. Talking during the intro song, not professional, but, you know, what are you going to do?
It's not our main gig.
It's a Tuesday morning, too, you know. No coffee for either of us, I don't think.
No.
But let's do a little live read. What do you want to do? Let's go FreshBooks.
So fresh.
You might have to get the copy over there because I got to remember
Very
where.
professional.
I got to remember what the link is. But FreshBooks, if you're smart like me and you did your taxes in October for your business, you did it on a delay. I like to get my accountant at his best time. CPAs, they're busy in March and April, February. I'm smart and or lazy and do the extension and get them later. So, FreshBooks, thank you for giving me this, by the way.
You're welcome.
FreshBooks, I believe it's gofreshbooks.com/sweat, and our listeners get $50 off the product. We'll put the link in this in the podcast description. But FreshBooks, man, look, accounting isn't sexy. It's definitely my Achilles heel, but QuickBooks sucks.
Can you write that off, the cost of FreshBooks and stuff?
Oh yeah, man, you definitely can.
It's not like self-consuming. I don't know how it works.
Oh, like it's self-eating monster? No, you
Yes.
can write off your CPA. You can write off a lot of stuff. That's why like Donald Trump gets a lot of shit for, he doesn't have his taxes. It's like every business owner writes off as much as possible, and that's really the way. Like,
Hard stop.
yeah, I couldn't fade it out. That's really how. That's really like how. That's the advantage of running a business in a way, is like you play by the rules, but it's kind of a game.
A lot of leeway.
The tax stuff is a game because it's like everything's technically, for what we do, almost everything's a write-off because.
All this work stuff, these computers, laptops.
Well, I mean, we
iPads,
have it.
phones.
We have it documented. And I'm so bad at lying. If anything, I'm too transparent about what's going on when no one asks.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
and I don't have a good memory. What's the Mark Twain quote? Like,
And now you're going to try and remember a quote.
I'm going to sound like I
want me
have
to just look it
dementia. Yeah, it's something about like you always tell the truth because you can't remember your lies or something like that.
That's good.
To that degree.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I want to. Well, we were about to bitch about Dad Mad before we started.
Mm-hmm.
We have no objective to this podcast, this live stream, as we're doing it Tuesday morning on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were completely full on live.
Are you all right?
Yeah, changed my mindset. I'm good.
I mean, you get up at 4:30.
Yeah, I've been up for a while. What is it? Yeah. 5
I think that's an awesome thing to be doing.
It's
maybe
actually 4.
We can get to
You know.
Dad Mad. Let's table that because I want to hear about waking up at 4:30.
It's 4, and there's nothing
4?
going on. Yeah.
I thought it was 4:30.
Get up at 4, leave the house at 4:20, and go and do my Wim Hof breathing in the parking lot at LA Fitness.
Which is
Like a
in the
psychopath.
in the parking lot.
In my car. I don't get out of the car.
That's still weird.
It's not weird. Nobody's around. Nobody's
Wait.
paying attention. It's the same 5 people in their cars.
And there's just people waiting for the place to open up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in their car, but I have an objective. Because if I do it at my house, my kids will wake up and get in my face.
Yeah.
I just gotta get out of that house, man.
Wait. So there's a group of people at what is it? 24-hour.
LA Fitness.
LA
Well, they
Fitness.
don't open till 5, so I'm getting
Right.
there early.
That makes
and
sense
just
because it
chilling.
wouldn't be 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't be in your car. That would be really weird.
That would be weird if they were open.
If
Then
you're
it's
like, I don't want
doing
to.
it-
I don't want people to see me breathing.
Yeah. So I do it on tiny display. No.
Wow. That's even more of a discipline. I thought 4:30 was like. I was talking to a friend of ours last night who came over, and she gets up at 4:30, and I was like, God, I need to try that for like a month. It's not going to happen right now with little babies.
Yeah, you don't even plan on sleeping, dude.
Well, I don't, but job done there. But
if you don't know, he's got a new baby coming within the next 48 hours.
It sounds like it's coming from Amazon.
Trying to sell your house.
It's Amazon Prime,
We're
baby.
tracking it.
But yeah, if I scream Omaha and leave this podcast, that's the code. That's code word for our other podcast, the College Football One Triple Option. If I say Omaha and leave the room, that means it's baby time. That means I got a text from my wife saying, "Get the fuck home. We got to go to the hospital."
Yeah, but it never happens the way it does on movies and stuff. It's a long process. Most of the time.
Yeah, except the first baby was like, it was like an appointment. It was like, all right, come here. We're gonna move you up. Come this Friday. Come in at 5 a.m. And
Yeah.
we'll be doing it all day.
Yeah, it takes the mystique out of it.
It was like taking a flight.
Yeah.
To New York or something. So my thing with this is we just don't know, because the experience of having the kid not without that appointment is a little different. Like we don't know if people's water break. I didn't know. There's a lot of like fallacies.
Yeah, I know.
Movies told us. Like, there's
water breaks. You got to run out of the room screaming, get the kid or the woman in the car. That baby's coming in the cab on the way there. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You go there and you sit for 4 hours playing on your phone.
The one big one is like, it's not 9 months. It's really like 10 months.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing.
Why are we doing that?
Why did they cut it off?
That's like us doing the metric system or whatever, not doing it. We have our own. We have our own.
We work faster here.
We have our own weird way of doing stuff in America. Same with circumcision. That's a whole other thing.
Don't get me started.
Well, I mean, do you do it?
I did.
We did too.
It was just.
I think.
I didn't. Yeah.
Unless it was botched, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you should know.
Kid's girthy. But yeah.
Should we go down that path? I don't know.
No, I mean, I want to talk about it because I mean it's not super business related, unless there's a whole other black market around it. But I mean, this is that work-life balance stuff that, there might be some people out there that are listening that are doing their own thing, that are tired like us and doing 100-hour weeks, and maybe in the same predicament of like, do you get it cut off or not? And the deal is like, I think that whole fallacy about it being cleaner.
Yeah, it's not a real thing. I don't think it's any better for you. I think it might be worse. The new studies say. I don't know. I might be talking on my ass.
But everybody else in the world.
Yeah, they all just leave it.
It's like a Puritan ritual almost.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of anti-dick things that are old.
You know who's a lot of that? Is the Kellogg's.
Oh yeah, the cornflakes guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that guy and like Hearst with weed.
Oh yeah.
Really weird, just boxed stuff out or made stuff like, I don't know, kind of commonplace.
Yeah, two old white guys screwing it up for everybody.
God, it sucks
That'll
to be
be us one day.
White guy. You kind of feel like you're hated a little bit, but I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm saying this in jest. It's really great to be a white guy. Anyway, all right, Dad Mad. Let's get into that. I was here on Sunday. We're trying to sell our house. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, 307wilder.com. We got a beautiful Craftsman-style 2-bedroom, 2-bath that's on Zillow, and we made our own site. And we're doing open houses, which sucks when you live in the house that you're selling, because that means you just nonstop clean and reorganize. You can't get comfortable. You have to act like no one lives there when people walk through. And so I was about to bitch about this, but I was like, let's save it for the pod. We're in an office with it on the second story. I had to take the dogs out. We got 2 dogs that aren't that well trained, and we have a 13-month-old. And it's kind of it was kind of like all right, I have a bunch of crap in the car as like a mini storage unit in my Yukon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the 2 pups, the kid, and I got to get them out of the car.
It's like as soon as you pull up, you're like, "Oh, I'm fucked already."
Right? You can't. You have to crack.
You
got to figure this out. And this is good. I feel like if I didn't do this business, I'd have a tougher time making these kind of snap decisions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to think like
it's a puzzle.
At least 10 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
All we do is really, it's all a puzzle, and the big variable is usually the client or the business.
Right.
They represent. Everything else kind of has its own puzzle or operation or process, but I really think like you get a lot sharper at snap decision making and thinking 5-10 minutes ahead, whereas maybe 4 years ago I wasn't that good at it. But it is like the old riddle of like, how do you row a fox and a hen?
Oh, I was going to say that too. Yeah.
What you told me it, I think, recently.
I don't know what it is. No, I did definitely don't.
We've got these machines in front of us.
There's too many. What is it? There's like you can't take the one across with the other because it'll eat it.
Yeah. When you
a lot like the
next
baby
time
and the
you
dogs.
talk for a while, I'm going to look it up.
I'll look it up. Talk about how mad you are.
All right. Yeah. I'll get to Dad Mad. It's a good pod. And so just literally like logistically opening a door, just any door to any business, and you have a stroller is tough because you don't want anybody to help you because that's dad pride. But also like.
But if they don't, they're dicks.
But offer, you know.
That's part of dad mad is you just get mad at whatever happens,
right?
Whether it's what you wanted or not.
Yeah, but I mean, like offer it, and then, but I have a system like put the foot as a doorstop, put the right foot as a doorstop almost, and walk it backwards. But people think you're struggling just because it's awkward and looks like you're kind of struggling, but you're not. You just got a system. But 2 dogs that are wild, they pull you one way. I got to hold the kid, and now I got to get up the stairs.
I would have left those dogs.
I didn't. No. Well, you can't because if someone comes in to the hallway, so we have a hallway and then it's immediately stairs.
Damn.
So
that is a tough one.
This is hard. This is really hard. So I had to step by step get a tight leash on the dogs with my right arm, take the stroller, and step by step, cha-chung, cha-chung, cha-chung. And he was laughing. He loved it.
Oh, yeah. I had no idea the peril he was in.
But frightening because my hands sweat like crazy. And it's just one of those things where, okay, all right, we figured it out. And then we got him up here, and now our office smells like dog and all that. But
I didn't notice.
It was definitely Dad Mad Sunday, or it's more frustration.
Yeah, but it's not just the dad mad part comes in because of all the other shit you're dealing with in your life. On top of that struggle happening right there.
Sure. Yeah. So it was like
that's how your dad. That's regular mad trying to do that, and then
so before that was packing, doing a podcast Sunday morning at 9 or 8. Ended at 9:15. Immediately ran home. Immediately went into Tasmanian devil cleaning mode, organizing, put stuff in the car, get everything out. Then we realized my aunt, the realtor, there was miscommunication on her being there or not. I assume she was. Maybe my memory's bad because when you're tired in the fourth quarter and you're not physically trained, sometimes your memory goes.
Not a bad assumption to make that the realtor would be at the open house.
Not bad. Look, she was like, I told you. And I was like, I can't argue that because I know my memory, so.
I'm sure you did. 100%.
But it was like, okay, now my wife who's 9 months pregnant had to play realtor, which as soon as I was up here huffing and puffing, and then I was just like, I can't be mad. I'm not pregnant. You try to minimize
That's stressful in itself, leaving your 9-month pregnant wife in an open house. Not exactly a secure.
I was watching on the Nest cameras, so like a psycho.
Creep.
Well, I mean, why have them?
Yeah.
Well. So, any dad mad stuff you're in your world?
I'm pretty dad happy all the time. I got my new chair.
Well, he's worried his wife's going to watch this.
I got my new ergonomic saddle chair.
Yeah?
It's really good for your posture. You got to work on your posture.
Yeah. Sitting's the new smoking. Did you know that?
Yeah. We've talked about that, I think.
I agree with the idea. I hate that phrase for some reason.
The new smoking anything. Whatever happened to the old smoking?
Yeah,
Stay on that.
They don't tell you what the smoking is. They just it's an assumption it's cigarettes.
Yeah.
It could be DMT.
Yeah, I mean, what if
What if sitting was what if you trip balls after 12 hours of sitting?
Yeah, well, kind of do. My butt does.
A little bit. I mean, I definitely feel a lot worse if I'm not. If I had my druthers, we would have. This place would be equipped with a lot of gym
Bean
equipment.
bags. I mean, yeah.
I want the opposite of my instinct.
I'm gonna bring my home gym here, which is the two. I got resistance bands.
Yeah.
Easy. There's nothing to it, and then I got the Bowflex adjustable dumbbells that you
Ooh,
can do.
yeah.
It's like
You have those?
yeah.
Bring those in. Those are expensive.
Best
too.
gift I ever got for my wife. Might have been the last gift I got for my wife. I've had it for like 7 years.
Those are like $300.
I think more than that.
Yeah, because I remember looking, and I was like, that would be good to have in here, and I was like, whoa, I'd rather spend $300-400 if that's the price on the standing desk that you push a button and it goes up and down.
Too.
Well, I mean, everything's got to be modular. We got 500 square feet in here, or just about a little bit under, and so I'm all about making stuff modular. I want like pop-up desks, like an RV table.
We can do
You got an
Murphy
RV?
beds.
I do want to get an IKEA chair that folds out into like a nap chair, and put it in the bullpen room. I don't know if this is entertaining for anybody listening.
I don't care. We can plan our apartment that we're going to live in together eventually.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to happen.
Room for
guys.
activities. But okay, how about this? We've got Tampa Pig Jig coming up. I'm supporting the home team that's on this Saturday.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff. Been doing a lot of digital advertising for it. I saw as I was doing I do quality controls on just check in on these ads, make sure I do a lot of Facebook ads for this event because it's a better targeted, it's a lifestyle event, you know.
That's the way to go for sure.
You can target better than you can on Google.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty transparent about, we're going to advertise to this crowd because I don't think advertising is all that bad online. I think a lot of people, your knee-jerk reaction is to go, big ads, big business trying to market to me. And it's like, I've told you this. I find out about a lot of stuff, like listen to podcasts ads.
Yeah,
because
you need some stuff you need, or you could use,
MeUndies,
nice.
awesome. I was like, I got to check these out because, there's an underwear problem, and these guys are disruptors. And if they're advertising on podcasts, they're probably like FreshBooks or Warby Parker. They're probably, or Grasshopper phones. If they're advertising on there, they're trying to hit this like first adopter market.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard all those marketing terms in our basic marketing 101 class.
I definitely pay attention to the podcast advertisers more for that reason.
Sure. I think
Except
that
Stamps.com.
Stamps.com, we had it here. We have the scale.
Yeah, but I mean that thing's not for everybody. Stamps.com.
For
small businesses, for sure.
I'd say a couple years ago, no, but now we're sending so much stuff in the mail now because of Amazon. I feel like Amazon kind of runs.
Isn't Stamps.com the postal service?
Right, but like we've had a bunch of crap over here, which I was like, I want to just sell off, even if it's like I can sell a shirt for $5 on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try the Gary V kind of thing where he really says you can go to the dollar store, buy stuff for $1, sell it online for $8. Because some people can't.
Let's focus on our business. This business.
Yeah.
The digital marketing.
Well, no, it's more of like I don't want to just throw it to Salvation Army.
Why not?
Because sometimes it just gets trashed.
The new stuff?
Just crap we're getting rid of, decluttering, right? Okay. I just don't like waste, and I just want to see if, spending 20 minutes, around work. Obviously, it's been there for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But 20 minutes, let's see if we can sell it off, and maybe that helps us buy the desk in here.
Well, what's weird about the trying to give stuff away? You ever try and give something away on Craigslist that might have some value?
Yeah.
People don't give a shit.
Well, you know what the value of free is?
Yeah, exactly. They don't
0.
care. you have to put it on there for $20
Right.
to get rid of something.
Yeah.
Because if you put it on there for free, nobody will ever
It's called-
follow up.
It's called perceived value.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Pricing's tough. We were trying to. I want to sell off this desk that's over here. If you're watching, it's right to my right because we don't need it. We have a good conference table now. I want something. We want something on wheels anyway that we can put around as like a podcast kind of. What do you call it? Production dessert tray, production studio that you can wheel around because I want this office to be as efficient as possible. I look at rent as like, you're paying for that square footage. You pay a price per square foot. Let's get everything out of it we can. Anyway, let's go backwards. How did we get here?
I don't remember. Murphy beds?
Advertising online. I like it. If you cultivate your feed on Facebook, like I hide a lot of stuff. If you hover over the top right on desktop, you can do it on mobile, but sometimes it's a little tricky. But if you hover over on your desktop, if you're on Facebook, you can hide a lot of people. I hide a lot of people because I just don't want to see kids sometimes that I don't know. I'll never meet.
Kids on my face.
Like it's weird. I met someone at a show doing a stand-up show 7 years ago. I don't need to see.
I don't care about your life. Sorry.
I do, but like it feels creepy to see other people's kids that I'll never meet.
Yeah.
I should never meet. How about that?
Yeah. Trust me.
Unless you're on AOL Instant Messenger, I'll never meet you.
I know what you're saying, but my hiding of Facebook stuff is just out of anger. Usual. It's not to cultivate my Facebook feed. Well, I guess it's the same thing, right?
It wasn't like I'm going to be an artist and Facebook curator, man, but it was like
it's aged.
I'm a craft news feed kind of barista. But doing that over time, I do get things I want to be promoted to me. Our knee-jerk reactions, we don't want to be advertised to because it feels gross. Mm-hmm. But the way online ads kind of work is if you kind of work on your profiles a little bit, as far as like what you're volunteering out there, you can get stuff you want to find out about. Like I found out about Rike, the project management app, either through a LinkedIn ad or a Facebook ad. And then I started looking into them, and I go, okay, bookmark this, check it out later. One day I'll implement it for us. I mean, you've been doing it. I gotta get it in my routine. But I feel like I find out about competition of apps and stuff. So when someone's bringing up, hey, I heard Facebook's making their own Slack called Workplace or something like that. Yeah. It's because I've been seeing that ad pop up. Okay. But it's also human behavior. That's all business is, right?
Well, the weird thing about it is now I hear you tell me that about Facebook, and I'm like, oh, now I got to learn something new. And then I'm immediately negative about it, which is making me negative about the ad.
That's a survival thing, right?
Yeah.
That's like a primal. People don't want to learn things. I thought about this. I was listening to another podcast. They were talking about
you want to feel safe.
Yeah. And resistance to change. Like you've been in enough meetings now, and here we bring people in, and I go, here are the 5 things you should do right away. They're free. All you have to do is do them, check them out, read up on them, and this will help you, tenfold. Mm-hmm. And the pushback everybody gives initially, it doesn't offend me. It used to bother me, and then I go, oh, I get it. They
probably came up with the process or whatever that you're criticizing.
I just think it's helping, like not wanting to learn something new is that your brain's reaction, the knee-jerk reaction to being like, that feels like a lot more work. That feels like stress. I don't know if I could do it. And the more you work on the attitude of like, yeah, I want to look into it. Let's look into it. The more I kind of start, I'm not there yet, by all means. My knee-jerk reaction is still skeptic.
Right.
But the more you get that attitude to go, like an improv game, yes and, going, I'll look into that. But you've seen it. Like everybody's reaction is like,
right,
no, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think I don't think Instagram's for us. And it's like, yeah, well, you can take a picture a day. That takes you 5 minutes. It's just reminding you. But that if you do it correctly and you follow this PDF white paper I got that people give out for information for free to get you to sign up for their app, and follow their rules, 15 minutes a day. If you put it on your calendar, that could help your lifestyle brand grow immensely.
Yeah, I mean it's like doing exercise. It's a little bit of a challenge for your brain to learn something new. Gotta do it every once in a while.
Did you find that
you want to
riddle?
hear the chicken crossing solution puzzle?
Is it chicken, wolf?
A man has to get a fox, a chicken, and a sack of corn across a river. He has a rowboat, and you only carry him and one other thing. If the fox and the chicken are left together, the fox will eat the chicken. If the chicken and the corn are left together, the chicken will eat the corn. How does man do it? I'm not reading the solution.
Why not?
The man and the chicken cross the...
You can't tease it out and then not...
You got to have people time to think about it.
Okay.
Should we sit in silence for 5 minutes?
What was your thought process?
I was just going to read the solution down below it because I feel like thinking about it.
Okay, just read it. People pause this if you want to think about it.
Awesome podcast. The man and the chicken cross the river. The fox and corn are safe together. He leaves the chicken on the other side and goes back across. The man then takes the fox across the river, and since he can't leave the fox and chicken together, he brings the chicken back. Again, since the chicken and corn can't be left together, he leaves the chicken and he takes the corn across and leaves it with the fox. He then returns to pick up the chicken and heads across the river one last time.
Okay.
Sweet story, dude.
Well, I mean, look, if your attitude was into it.
Stupid puzzle.
All right. The Mark Twain quote was, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. He has another one about
that on the wall.
Lying that I think I mixed up, but it's the same thing. And that's how I kind of work because I know my memory's bad, so I just,
Yeah, we both do that. I think we overshare sometimes. Like, too much? Yeah.
I think in the long run it's better. I think we're in meetings and we're like, look, here's our price. Here's why it's this way. Here's when we can get it done by. Here's the quality. And we got to figure out a better way to kind of tell people, hey, we're not gonna give you a 10 quality. I think we should just call it creative or something. I don't know, but we got to find another way to kind of say it because people think you're not going to give us a 10.
Well, you're not giving us your best?
And it's like quality, cost, delivery. Quality, cost, delivery. Every project's about that.
Yeah, especially this because time is definitely equivalent to money.
Right.
You can always massage these things over and over and over again, and it just isn't going to work every time.
Yeah. So with the online, let's go back to the online ad stuff because I think a lot of people push back against that too. We've talked about it on here a little bit. People, SEO, everybody knows that term, but they don't really know what it does kind of thing. Let's see if that's...
Search. Was it a baby? Are you having a baby?
No baby. But it is a Pig Jig board member. Tampa Pig Jig. It's if you're in the Tampa Bay area, which about 30% of this audience is, I think. Or driving distance, I'd say Orlando within 90 minutes. I feel like 30-40% of this audience is because we grew from the inside out. Okay.
I know it's an audio podcast.
October 28th, Saturday. It's an all-day music barbecue competition mixed with family day during the day. Kids under 12 are free.
Doors open at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Rain or shine.
And it's usually the best weather in this area. It's like that late October and like early
Crisp.
March here are like the best.
Yeah. Wind.
You can drink all day.
Yeah.
If you get a VIP tickets, food and drink for free all day. You'll be behind the scenes, backstage passes, because we're an in-kind sponsor.
Yeah, doing really important stuff.
You're going to get roped into something, and you're going to be like, really? I'm going to try to help you out.
You see the badge, dude?
No, they're going to be like, something broke down with the computer. You're going to be like, that's not me. I'm not IT.
Yeah. The Geek Squad.
We're front end, man, not back end. So the thing with that I've noticed with the ads is Canvas ads on Facebook are awesome. The ones that take up your whole phone. That's been performing really well. And my theory, I think, holds true. Anything that these platforms try to suggest, you get a better cost per whatever you're trying to do, click or impressions or conversion, because they really want to promote this new feature kind of thing. Messenger has ads now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I don't ever use it.
I use it all the time because people, I don't want to, but people hit me up through that. Facebook's really smart in that way, where they basically go, okay, we got to have some reason that everybody sticks around with us.
Yeah.
So now it is like
Funnel
email.
it all back.
It's kind of another email, essentially.
Yeah.
Because if people don't have mine, they can get a hold of me or our Facebook page.
Yeah, you've got about 5 ways to get a hold of you on Facebook alone.
Right. And yeah, we'll use Zapier and kind of bottleneck all of that, but I don't know. I can't tell if this is
Canvas
entertaining
ads?
or not.
Canvas ads, they're good because they take up the whole page. Is it just because your eyes don't? They just look for the thing that you're interested in, like that name, that structure of the profile, and you're just automatically knocking those away. So you got to take up the whole page.
So it uses,
think it is?
Yeah. It takes up the whole phone, which is good for ADD, I think. But it also makes you want to, if you see carousel ads where they show one image and then like half of the next one, because it makes you want to slide. It makes you curious enough to go, what is that? And now, with all the dating apps, I feel like the left to right swipe. I know this is real basic bitch shit, but I feel like the psychology of watching people on their phones, we do website design because we've been taught to flick up and down. And usually when you flick down, that's where the meat of a website is. That's where the info you want is.
Yeah.
The fluff is usually above the fold. And so like with Canvas ads, it's kind of the same thing. Like you want to get something intriguing, but then it's almost like its own little mini landing page. But they make it really easy to just pop a photo in there, pop a video in there, even if you don't have it formatted correctly, because you need it Pinterest style, portrait style.
Right.
It'll help you with that. And then call to action is like hitting a button or swiping up, and it'll go over to the website or go over to buy this product. I just think it's really interesting.
They definitely, they want to make it good. They want to expand what they're doing, whatever, if you think they're evil or whatever. But what they're trying to do is still make the ads perform well. So you might want to listen to them if they tell you to do it a certain way.
Yeah, if they have a new tool that they're like, hey, try this out. This is the new thing. You should probably check it out. If you're doing any advertising. Now, don't do a boosted post. We always got to tell people that. That's child's play.
Yeah.
That's elementary school. Because we get so many people that go, hey, man, I boosted a post for like $20 and I didn't get anything. It's like, well, think about real life, right?
And you're trying to sign somebody who would be $2,500 at a time or whatever. It's like,
Yeah. So it's like, all right, every business has a marketing funnel. The digital side is just really more like mathematical about it. So think of it, you have a shop. You got a candy shop, right? And you put a sandwich board sign outside. Come in here for this promotion or whatever. You know about how many people walk on that sidewalk every day. Let's call it 100 people, right? With the sandwich board sign, your advertisement, it gets 20 more people in. It gets 20 people in. Without it, 0, right? From those 20 people that walked in the door, because retail, it's all about getting them through that door, or any kind of business or service that retail or service that you need people in person, not via email, to close. The threshold is get them through that doorway. It's all on you after that. Most people can't get them to that door. So, all right, once you got that 20 people in there, how many people buy? Probably 19 for candy because it's low cost. 18, whatever. Maybe some people
I won't argue with you.
had diabetes and just wanted to look but not eat, kind of thing. So you have to think about that online too. All right, how many people is this ad going to hit? how many people are going to click, which is the doorway essentially, to whatever the call to action is, calling the business, going to a landing page, website, messaging straight up to the, if we're doing Facebook, kind of an example, message the business right away. That's the funnel. Then it's on you after that.
Yeah. And there's dollar values for all those things too. Like, like I was saying before, if you're like, my buddy has a Tampaniac Pictures wedding videography business, and it's wedding video might cost anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, and if you're putting in, you can figure, I don't know what his cost per lead is and all that stuff, but you can find that out. And boosting a post for $20 when you're trying to get somebody to pay you $2,000 to $4,000 just doesn't. I mean, that do the math yourself right there. I mean, it's not going to work unless you get lucky.
Right, and we're kind of meandering all over this podcast, but I want to, because we have to get to budget if we're going to talk about this stuff, and we've talked about it on previous episodes, but it is that thing of how do you budget for this, and you have to reverse engineer it like that. Okay, we have a service that costs, let's just call it $1,000 to keep the math easy. Let's take out 30% on taxes, so it's $700. And then what's the profit out of that 1,002? Usually you want to be around 30%. It depends on the business, but let's just call it 30% profit margin. So out of that profit margin, what can you take out of that? $300, right? You have $300 profit margin. You have $300 to tax, and you got $400 for operating costs and assets and all that stuff. Out of that profit margin of $300, can you take $50 to win a $2,000 client, right, of revenue? So you have to kind of do some kind of like basic income statement math to figure out a budget. The easier way to do this is just take 10% of your gross revenue or whatever your projected revenue is, and
marketing budget.
Right, and don't lock that in. Whatever it's going to be, it's
10%.
Like,
not
just like this podcast.
Value.
We got a lot of stuff to do, but we need to do it, and we need to be more consistent. And I'll get flack for it, but I'll explain to them. We have sponsors, we have listeners. Our listenership dropped off if we're not consistent.
Sorry.
And this is like therapy in a way.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You're
and
like
it's
bitch.
Like, yeah, dad bitch. And it's also a good marketing tool in kind of an indirect way for us.
Yeah.
Hey, people get to know us
Yeah.
through this that don't, formally. So, but you got to think of that like simple math. Like try to do it offhand. If you're not good at that kind of math, just literally make a beer bong funnel and write it at the top. Like that's how I started doing it.
I like how you added beer bong to the beginning of funnel.
Look, I want to play.
Funnel would have worked fine.
Yeah, but I see you use specifics that everybody knows,
There's that long tube on the end.
Exactly.
I don't know how it all works.
Well, so the way I look at it really is you have the funnel, the beer bong funnel, and then at the end of it, no tubing, let's say, but at the end of it, it goes back out. Because, all right, you win a new customer or client. Now you want to create brand loyalty. How was your experience? Is there anything we could do better? All that stuff. A follow-up, email, or call the next time you talk to them, whatever it is. And then now
Get
you have
them selling for you down the road.
you create a good client experience, customer experience. They'll want to promote you.
Right.
And so everybody looks at the funnel like that. I look at it almost like a cartoon dress where it's big and then goes back out.
I got you.
Because you never know how it can help. After purchase, the after stuff, people. So first thing, worry about getting whatever conversion or sale or whatever it is, but everybody kind of stops there once they get to that plateau, and you really need to focus on, all right, let's look at how we did it. How can we do it more efficiently, cost effectively, and then what did we learn from doing it? And then after purchase, after sale or whatever it is, you can you can just keep in contact with them. That's a lot of marketing.
Yeah, I mean, word of mouth is not going away. It's only getting more prevalent. Like,
but it's just one. It's one method, right?
Right. But I'm saying, it's not like the age of computers is creating this disconnect between customers and businesses. But in reality, it's even more connected, obviously.
Yeah, we're going to do a couple proposals after this. We do videos to explain this stuff. A little bit more formal than this. We actually write out an outline. But like at the same time, it's that thing of a lot of them are concerned just about conceptualizing all of this. And I just go, think online, think offline. You're going to do about 5 different tactics to get that one new client or customer or whatever. And they all have to be in sync with each other too for that audience.
Yep.
So anyway, anything else? I feel good. I feel better we did this than
me too.
We always
what always happens is we get here to the office, we start working on stuff, and then 1 o'clock rolls around, and either I have to leave to pick up a kid or something, and then we don't podcast because we're always saying, "Oh, we can just put it off."
Yeah, because you and I have a weird window where I'm up late, you're up early.
Yeah.
And if I was smart, I'd project manage stuff, like send you what to do. Here's where I stopping point. Can you pick this up from here? We'll get there. And then when we get in the office with each other, sometimes it's so hectic because it's like, all right, here's what's going on. We got to get this. We got to get this. And, just normal. We want to be there for the families as well.
Yeah. But we did it.
We did it.
Podcasted.
We did it.
We're back.
Send in any questions. I got some cool emails from some people I need to give shout outs to that I didn't put in Evernote yet. I just go, oh, cool. And then just forgot. I'm bringing one up now. I've got a bud named Bud Torkum sent us a really nice message via LinkedIn. You can find me on there. You're on there?
I just signed up the other day.
Yeah, we'll get your headshots and stuff and get it all. You don't have to get psycho-looking ones like I do. But
I want to, though. Just make them all matchy-matchy. Just the way you likey.
Well, I may go in with you and get new ones. I don't know. I might need a tan and kind of lose some weight. But I needed some in the meantime, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Bud Torkum, I appreciate you giving us a shout out. He sent a nice message. He's a listener and was like, hey, I really like this. It helps. What did he say? I can bring it up. I came across profile. I'm a fan of the podcast. Hope life's going well. Now, I'm hoping he's talking about Sweat Equity and not the college football one.
Why you didn't have to say it? You don't have to say that. You just
no. I get. I don't know if you get this, but I get people in person saying, oh, I really like what you're, that Sweat Equity podcast. They call it like that business podcast kind of thing. Whatever you're doing, live streaming and rambling, I like what you're doing. Keep it up. It's all gratitude. Let's end it on gratitude
huge
stuff
for us.
I try to make sure I'm trying to have grace, and I make sure to I'm not great at it, but like if you're working on something, I try to make sure it's like, all right, this is a good job here, and I've probably slipped lately, but try to say something like, this is a good job with this. We need to kind of work on this, and you can handle this part going forward. That little thing of just going like, hey, this is great. Good job. I try to do it with our freelancers we hire.
Yeah.
And I don't even meet, some of them I vetted out 2 years ago and I don't even remember what they look like. But I remember trying to just go that Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like the bottom rung's like just recognition.
Yeah. It's the ratio of recognition to criticism that you can put out there too. It's like you can say one nice little thing and be like, all right, this other stuff is like 98% of it's not very good.
You did the TampaPigJig.com site, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew that you did a lot of work on that, even though you probably were like, ugh. But like, because I don't like that either.
No, I don't care.
I'll humble brag for you, no problem.
Yeah.
And so,
thank you.
And I'll try to do it with anybody we're working with. I want to be like that old Jewish guy that's like, you ever had this bread? It's great. Get this bread. You got to have it. You got to have it. And you're like, okay.
Pusher.
So, not foisting, but like, just that guy that's exuberant about whatever it is because it is good. I try to make sure to take a minute and go, okay, make sure to say something nice and not just plow forward like Asperger's-y to the next thing,
Yeah.
Take half second.
Well, you're
hey,
a nice person.
No,
So-
it's
No, I'm not actually.
no, it's something I have to work on. I feel like nice people have that innately.
No, yeah, I get you there. Yeah.
But
if you're thinking about it, you're doing that's just what you're
working
do,
on it.
yeah.
So I'm going to thank the listeners for making it all the way through this. We'll call it probably how to show grace in the business workplace.
And it rhymes.
It's pretty good, right?
Yep.
And share this with a friend, coworker, loved one. Feel free to send emails, questions in. I've got a bunch in the hopper that I think next podcast I'll have prepped. What's the difference between domain hosting and website hosting? That one's not real sexy, but I feel like it'll tackle a subject we talk about a lot. And
If it helps one person.
I want to TurboTax it for people. I want to make it some of this stuff easier because it doesn't have to be that hard, but it is hard for us to answer everybody in the own individual way.
Yeah.
So for Eric, I'm Law, and let's get some outro music going. You can put your head back down, I guess.
Oh, I get to see off this freaking chair. Regret it.